Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are going to crack the code on two of the most used tenses in English, present simple and present continuous. Yeah, they seem super similar, but getting them right, it's the key to sounding totally natural. So, what's the big secret? Let's dive in and find out. Okay, so let's just start by looking at these two sentences side by side. On the one hand, you've got, I drink coffee every morning. That's a habit, right? A routine. But then look at the other one. I am drinking coffee right now. That's an action happening in this very moment. See? They're both about the present, but they paint two completely different pictures.
So what is the real difference here? And maybe more importantly, how do you know which one to pick? Well, we are about to solve that little grammar puzzle for you so you can use both of them with total confidence. All right. First up, let's meet the present simple. I want you to think of this one as your reliable, consistent friend. It's all about the things that are just, well, true day in and day out.
The big idea here, the most crucial thing, is permanence. We use the present simple for things that are stable. You know, your daily habits, your routines. Universal truths like the sun rises in the east. If something feels like a fixed fact, like, say, she lives in Tokyo, then present simple is your go-to. It's as simple as that.
And if you look at how it's built, you can see a pretty clear pattern. For most subjects, it's super straightforward. But, and this is a big but, here's the little detail that trips so many people up. That little s for he, she, and it. Just burning she works, not she work, into your brain is one of the biggest steps you can take to mastering this. Okay, let's switch gears and meet its partner in crime, the present continuous. Now, if the present simple is all about routine, the present continuous is all about what's happening right now. It's all about action and temporary states. So, you're going to reach for this tense for things that are literally happening as you speak, or for situations that are just temporary. They have a beginning and an end. Like this example, he is staying with friends this week. That immediately tells you it's not permanent, right? It's just for now. Now, the structure for this one is like a simple two-part recipe. You always need two ingredients, no exceptions. First, you need the right form of the verb to be, so am, is, or are. And second, you need your main verb with that ing ending. If you miss either one of those, the whole sentence just falls apart. It's a non-negotiable combo. All right, so we've met our two contenders. Now it's time for the ultimate showdown. Let's put them head to head and lock in that one fundamental difference that's going to make choosing between them a piece of cake. This is it. If you only remember one thing from this entire explainer, please make it this right here. Present simple is for things that are permanent and part of a routine. Present continuous, that's for things that are temporary and happening right now. Seriously, every other rule just builds on this one core idea.
And you know what? There are these little cheat codes hidden in sentences. Think of these time words as your secret weapon. They're clues that basically tell you which tense you need. So if you see words like usually or always, that's a signal for something permanent, a routine. Boom, present simple. But if you see at the moment or currently, that's a dead giveaway for something temporary, happening now. So you're going to use present continuous.
Okay, and here is a super common mistake that we just need to squash right now. Remember that two-part recipe I mentioned for present continuous? You absolutely cannot forget the ing. It's not she is work now. No way. It's she is working now. That ing is what makes the action feel alive, like it's actually in progress.
Okay, that's enough theory. Theory is great and all, but practice is really where it sticks. So let's try a couple of these together. You ready? All right, take a look at this one. The first thing you should do is hunt for that clue word. Is this sentence talking about a routine, or is it about something happening this very second? Go on, take a moment.
Did you spot it? The clue word is usually, and that just screams habit. So, of course, we use the present simple. The correct sentence is, they usually have lunch at 12 o'clock. Perfect. You got this.
Okay, round two. We're using the same verb, have, but look closely at the clue word. What is it telling you this time around?
Exactly. At the moment means right now. It's temporary. It's in progress. And that is a job for the present continuous. So the answer is, We are having lunch. See how those little clue words are basically the key to the whole puzzle? You are doing fantastic. So now it's time to put your new skills to the test with one final challenge that actually uses both tenses in the same sentence. This is where everything is going to click into place. Okay, here we go. 2 blanks, 1 sentence. Just look for the clues for each part. One part describes a routine, and the other describes something that's just happening today, something temporary. Go ahead and pause here if you need to think it through. You ready? Okay, the first clue is every day. That's a routine, so it's got to be present simple. I go. The second clue is today. That's a temporary situation, so it has to be present continuous. I am working. Put it all together, and you have totally cracked the code. And just like that, you've done it. You started with 2 tenses that can feel kind of confusing, and now you have a super clear framework to tell them apart every single time. You've totally mastered the difference between the permanent and the noun.
You know, the absolute best way to make this knowledge stick is to actually use it. So I'll leave you with this little challenge. What do you usually do on weekends? And what are you doing right now? The second you can answer that without even thinking about it, you'll know you've got it for good. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.
OWLi International.